Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaik. The swimming season in our new pool has come to an end. I am going to winterize the pool today. I'll be storing away the solar cover, lowering the water level, preparing the water for winter, dismantling the equipment and protecting the pool from snow and frost. If you want to know how I do all of this, stay tuned. We're starting in just a moment. After almost 2 years of construction, during which I converted the old steel wall pool into this stone pool, the first season was over way too quickly. By the end of September, we already had the first sub-zero temperatures. So today I'm going to winterize this pool. I'll start by rolling up the solar cover and cleaning the pool one last time for this year. For this, my pool robot will be used. As you can see, the water is crystal clear. The bottom of the pool is covered with leaves and debris from the surrounding trees. Autumn is just around the corner. The robot will vacuum up the leaves and dirt from the bottom. The rest will be pushed up by the current. There it will be removed via the skimmer and my filters. I run the robot at least once. In case it doesn't clean everything completely, there will be a second cleaning. With a total of 90 minutes per cycle, I need to plan for about 3 hours. But I'll use that time to pack away my solar cover for the winter. I'll also get all the materials I need for winterizing ready. While the robot cleans the bottom of the pool and part of the walls, the skimmer is responsible for the surface debris. These maple seeds and other leaves are sucked in by the skimmer and trapped in the pre-filter. It has rained extremely heavily lately, which is why my water level is higher than absolutely necessary. While the pool robot, while it works, I make sure to clean the filter regularly. For this, I remove the insert. I have an additional fine filter in the pre-filter. I can absolutely recommend this to you. With this pre-filter, the dirt is filtered out very well. You can see it here. Everything gets caught, even these small dirt particles. I can easily simply clean it at the faucet or in the washing machine. If it gets too dirty, I hang a new filter in the skimmer basket. I make sure that this area doesn't get too clogged with leaves. Otherwise, the water can't be properly sucked in anymore. To make good use of the time while the pool robot is working, I have here on the table prepared the materials I use for winterizing the pool. I will introduce them to you one by one and also explain why I use them and what results I expect from them. Basically, winterizing the pool is done as follows. As soon as the pool robot is finished, the water level is lowered so that the skimmer and the 2 return nozzles are exposed. The water in the pipes drains down to my pool house. This happens automatically for me. To prevent water from flowing back into the pipes over the winter, which could cause frost damage, I will seal the return nozzles with shut-off caps. In the past, I have used very simple standard 1.5-inch plugs. However, there are also numerous models available for this particular case. That you don't have any screw threads. These plugs are pressed into the pipe and then the screw is tightened. The plug then wedges itself in the pipe and makes it watertight. The remaining water stays in the pool. I will make sure that no water in the form of rain or snow can get in from above. Nevertheless, the water that is in the pool to be viewed as quite critical. In the past few winters, we've had temperatures between 10 and 25 degrees. That means the water in the pool will not only freeze on the surface, but down to a depth of 10 or 20 centimeters. Since water expands when it freezes, it puts pressure on the outer walls. With the old steel wall pool, you could notice this if the walls weren't absolutely straight. Due to the expansion, the walls at the top were sometimes pushed outward. If the pool walls were built sloping inward from the start, damage could occur because the ice pressed against the liner and the pool walls. Even if the pool walls withstood the pressure, there was still a risk that the liner could be damaged. You can avoid this by making sure that ice doesn't form in the first place or that the pressure is absorbed in another way. For this, for example, you can use so-called ice pressure cushions. These ice pressure cushions I already used in the old steel wall pool. The ice pressure cushions are filled with air at the top and the lower part is filled with sand. When you place the ice pressure cushions in the water, they float upright. Several cushions can be connected to each other using the hooks. This way, the surface remains almost ice-free. Thanks to the elasticity of the ice pressure cushion, the water is kept in motion. The ice cannot solidify, at least not to the extent that it causes damage to the pool edge. Depending on the size of the pool, these ice pressure cushions are placed lengthwise and once across or twice across, linked together and hung into the pool. On the sides, they are then secured accordingly so that they stay in the correct position. The robot is currently still making sure that the coarse dirt is removed from the water, while the skimmer and the sand filter system, I've got a glass filter system, filter the finest dirt particles out of the water. Nevertheless, there will always be some residue left in the water that over the winter can cause the water to turn. In cool temperatures or below freezing, that's rather unlikely. Algae generally don't like ice. The risk exists with warm water. There is the option to prepare the water preventively, for example with these winterizing agents, which you use according to the amount of water in the pool mixed in. I've done this in recent years and added such mixtures to the water. Then I stirred the water thoroughly again. Until spring, I never had any problems with spoiled water. There were no algae and no discolorations. The downside of these substances is, even though they dissolve and break down over the winter, that it is toxic chemicals. This has an impact on the environment. What harms the environment so much can't necessarily be healthy for swimmers either. For this reason, I will forego this product this winter. However, I hope that the water quality in spring will still be great. If that's not the case, I will go back to using this product in the coming years. If you're interested in how the water looks in spring, let me know or comment below. When the time comes, I'll give you an update. By the way, while you're already writing me a comment, why not take a moment and give this video a thumbs up? Right now, that really helps me and my channel a lot. Down on the right, you'll find the button to subscribe to this channel. If you like, click the subscribe button and you'll automatically be notified as soon as I upload a new video. The materials I'm using here, the products on the table, the robot and the other things I'll show you later. I've of course already linked them for you below the video in the description. If you need any of them, just click on the Amazon link. You'll get the same price there and I'll receive a small commission. That way we all benefit. Earlier, I explained that I will make sure no new water can get into the pool. In the past years with my steel wall pool, I used an oversized oval pool cover and placed it on the surface of the water. The cover lay flat on the water and hung over the edge of the pool on the sides. The pool cover ensured that rainwater and dirt could not mix with the pool water. The downside of this solution is that the water is still in the pool and has to be pumped out regularly. When I took the cover with the dirty water off again in the spring, it could happen that the stagnant water simply flowed into the clean pool water. This year I will try a new approach. In the past I had already considered using a so-called pool pillow or pool cushion. With this I can create a bulge, a sort of dome under the cover top. When rain or snow then falls onto the cover, the water flows off to the left and right sides. There are all kinds of different pool pillows available. There are different versions, some are 1 meter by 1 meter and about half a meter high. You would have to buy several of these cushions and tie them together in the pool so that the entire area is covered. That can get expensive after a while. The user comments I read about this on Amazon also convinced me not to go with this solution. If the cushions are not properly tied together, they slip. The winter cover then slides between the cushions and dirty water collects there. I decided to go with a so-called XXXL pool cushion. This pool pad is 2 by 4 meters in size and about 1 meter high. I will later inflate this cushion with the air compressor, inflate it and place it in the center of the water. There I will secure it with tension straps. Afterwards I will lay the heavy winter cover, this heavy truck top with 650 Greek high M2 over the pool cushion. The pool cover is heavy enough to keep the pool pad in place. The robust winter cover is securely fastened around the entire pool with durable tension belts and strong ropes. I'm very curious to see if this method will really work the way I imagine. After the second cleaning cycle with the pool robot, the water is crystal clear again. Right now the sun is shining and I feel like just jumping back into the pool, but the season is over, I will take the robot out of the water and clean it. Afterwards, the pool water will be drained down below the skimmer and the 2 inlet nozzles. For that, I'll take you with me into my pool house. Welcome to my pool house. Here you can see the supply line from the skimmer to the pump into the sand filter. The filter has an overflow which is connected to the sewer via the pool hose. On the other side, the water is directed to my bypass. The motor is automatically controlled by my TDR 2004. That means the pool heating works automatically. I don't have to do anything. When the heating is activated, the water flows through the lower pipe up to the roof where it is heated in the EPDM solar mats. After that, the water returns through the upper pipe. Then it flows back through my chlorine feeder to the inlet nozzles. Now I want to lower the water level. For that, I could simply place the submersible pump into the pool and pump the water into the drain. But I use the water, which will be several cubic meters, to backwash my sand filter. That's what I'm going to do now. For this, I first switch off the pump manually. The pump is generally controlled via a time control, which is crucial for precise operation and efficient scheduling. I have also installed additional manual switches, providing greater flexibility and direct control over the system. Then I will carefully set my valve to the rinse mode, an important step for maintaining cleanliness, and subsequently turn the pump back on to continue the process. This comprehensive approach ensures optimal performance. This means that the water from the skimmer is now pumped through the sand filter directly into the drain. This process automatically cleans the filter system. It is recommended that you perform this essential maintenance task at least once every month. With the amount of water I'm now pumping out, the filter should get a really thorough cleaning. Only a little water is still flowing into the skimmer. I've already turned off the pump. Here. There are lots of little creatures that have collected in the skimmer. The water is currently only draining through the 2 inlet nozzles. This will take quite a while. This is going to take a while. Since I want to lower the water level to about 10 to 15 cm below the inlet nozzles, I also need to use a submersible pump. The pump removes the water that can no longer drain through the nozzles from the pool. Here I have my submersible pump, which is a crucial piece of equipment that I regularly use in my sump located in the basement of my home. This pump plays an important role in managing water levels. By the way, for those who might be interested, I did once create and publish a video specifically detailing this very topic as well. If you're interested in that, take a look at the top right corner. I'm going to lower this submersible pump into the water. The hose I've attached leads directly to the drain. This way, I can pump the water down to about 10 to 15 centimeters below the inlet nozzles. I'm still in the process of lowering the water level below the 2 inlet nozzles. Some of the water drains off through the nozzles. Most of it is now being pumped out by the pump. I'll use the time in between to place the ice pressure cushions in the pool. I've carefully chained my ice pressure cushions together. This system works effectively with these S-hooks that you can easily connect to each other. Now, I'm going to meticulously place the ice pressure cushions diagonally in the designated area, the pool. Afterwards, I'll take care of my new inflatable XXXL pool pillow. Inflating the large inflatable pool pillow took much longer than I had originally anticipated and expected. I would estimate that approximately 4 cubic meters of air fit comfortably into the spacious pillow. The material has become a little bit softer in the warm sun, but it's still incredibly sturdy and resilient. However, I think a sharp pointed stone or a piece of debris, nail would quickly puncture a hole in it. The seam is double welded. That feels solid. I really like that. There's nothing to complain about with the valve either. However, it would have been nice if there had been an adapter for this, so the pool pillow could be easily inflated with a compressor. Now I'll secure the pool pillow in the pool, but before that, of course, I'll take out the pump and close off the 2 inlet nozzle holes. The pool pillow is centered on the water. There's about 1 meter of space left on both sides. That means I have to stretch the cover very tightly to avoid any dips or hollows. The rope for securing the pool pillow is currently just stretched over a stone. I don't want to pull the rope too tight. Whether the eyelets can really hold anything, I'll only find out in the spring. Now, together with Grandpa, I'm going to pull the heavy winter cover over the pool pillow and stretch it tight. Then the cover will be secured so that it lasts all winter. The cover has been pulled over the pool pillow. With 650 GM2 over 8 by 5 meters, the winter cover weighs just under 25 kilo. Because of its size, it wasn't easy at all to stretch the cover tight without shifting the position of the pillow. I secured the pool cover at the edge of the pool with heavy stones. Next year, when the new terrace area around the pool is built, I will add appropriate eyelets to secure the winter cover. This year, the temporary solution with the stones will have to suffice. On the east side, the cover was also secured. I fastened it to the wood with tension straps and to the large gabions. On that occasion, I removed the flexible hose from the skimmer. That way, the condensate water that forms over the winter can drip down and won't into my pool house. I did not remove the cable in the empty conduit leading to my LED pool light. With the steel wall pool, I used to remove the pool light every year, weigh it down and place it on the pool floor. I did this to prevent frost damage. With the new pool, there is a meter-thick concrete wall behind the light. Even above the light, there remains, during winter, there is about a 50 centimeters high column of water above it. That's why I left the pool light in the pool. In a normal European winter, frost will not reach the light. It took me a day to winterize the pool. I'm glad I had the energetic support of the other two men. On my own, it would not have been possible for me to handle the large to place the winter cover over the pool pillow. Whether the pool pillow will hold the air and whether the winter cover will stay taut will only become clear next year when I take everything down again. Then I'll also see what the water quality is like. I hope you enjoyed my video and picked up some useful tips. If so, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. I think that's fair. A like makes me happy and helps my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions for me, leave me a comment below the video. I'll reply as quickly as I can. If you haven't subscribed yet, you'll find the subscribe button at the bottom right. Click on it so you won't miss any of my new videos. Be sure to check out the video description there. I provide further information about the project, and I've listed all the materials I've used here with Amazon links. If you need any of them, just click and shop. Same price for you and a financial support for me and my channel. I hope your pool makes it through the winter well and that next year the new season can continue without any problems. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye.